Good morning, winners. This is Terry. And so today I'm super excited. I have a story to share for you. And I just made the announcement yesterday. That's crazy because this has actually been on my heart, on my mind to share this information with you guys literally for months. And so I wasn't sure kind of how to get the information out, how it will be received, even if sharing too much information is bad. And then I decided to stop all the self-talk and just do it. You know, sometimes you keep on hearing a voice say, do it, do it, do it. You just have to be obedient and trust God and step out on faith and do it. And so today is the very first video in my Power of One series. And so over the next 90 days, every Sunday morning, I am going to post a video on my YouTube in my Power of One series. And what that means, and the reason why that's really honestly been on my heart is because, you know, there's a saying, I do a lot of mentoring, I do a lot of coaching, and there's a saying that no successful person, no successful entrepreneur is an island. And what that means is that you cannot get to certain levels of success, of benchmarking, of elevation, of vision, of dreams, of goals by yourself. Guys, you cannot do it by yourself. So there's always going to be a mentor, somebody in your network who gives you an opportunity. There's going to be somebody who believes in you. Somebody gives you a chance. There's going to be somebody that helps you overcome an obstacle that would have stopped you. And all of these small things throughout the journey, and it's a journey, help you get to the next level. And so what I've found is that sometimes I feel like social media in particular, I'm just going to be honest, makes it look like you open up a business Monday and Tuesday you're a multimillionaire. It doesn't happen that way. There's ups, there's downs, there's valleys, there's peaks. There's things that go your way. There's things that don't go your way. And so, you know, I'm a self-employed entrepreneur. I'm a single mother of 3. I'm also, you know, the credit coach for Make Real Estate Real. And I want to talk to you today about how that manifested. How did little old me get to be, you know, the credit coach for international Make Real Estate Real? And so there's many people who played a role in that, but there's one person it started with. One person, you know, besides me too. And so this Power of One series, every single Sunday, I'm going to highlight a person. Number one, they actually have no idea that I'm doing this, but when I think about this journey, I think about I talk to dozens and hundreds of people and thousands of people like a month, you know, about credit, about goals, about vision, about purpose. You know, I do mentoring and coaching. And one thing I found is that, you know, you guys don't really realize how much your network is your net worth and how you're the average of the 5 people you hang around the most. But also preparing, being ready. So when an opportunity comes to you, you must be ready for it. So you can't dream for things and hope for things, and then the opportunity happens and you're not ready. So it's a certain amount of you taking the time before the success, before it manifests, before the opportunity, and being on point and being ready, and then praying, being committed, being disciplined, keep working at it until that door opens so that you can walk through. So when the two come together, magic. And so the Power of One series is about how interaction with one person can change everything for you. And so you must be mindful about being authentic, being sincere, knowing your reason for doing business, treating people well, always being the same person on and off screen, in your business and not in your business, so that when people want to endorse you, people want to work with you, people believe in you, you can take advantage of that. You can be grateful, you can be humble, and you can grow it. And so and thinking back on this journey, and I promise you, so sidebar, I'm not sure you can even do that in YouTube videos, but I'm super emotional. So people that know me personally know that, like, I'll start to tell a story and I'll start crying because I live it every single time I think about the story. And this is with everything. And so I hope I'm not going to be on YouTube crying, because you guys know I don't edit. So I just press play and talk and then I stop because I don't know how to edit yet. And I'm working on it. I did do some things. I have learned some things. But, you know, when I talk about and I share this information, I share all of these stories, all of them over the next 90 days, I promise you, I get so super emotional thinking about it because I'm so grateful. I want you guys to get that in your spirit right now, that gratefulness, being humble, and having a spirit of service are going to carry you long term through your journey. And I'm so grateful and humble for the people that have believed in me, that have helped me, that have endorsed me, that have worked with me. Just words cannot express it. I just do my best to show gratitude and to pay it forward, to pour into other people as well. And so the person I'm highlighting today, the power of one, is Tiffany Hayes from Eric Thomas and Associates. And I'm not sure she even knows like how grateful I am for her, but let me tell you the story. So number one, I started following, Eric Thomas and CJ and Carl, like the whole team, like back in 2015. So that's when, one of my mentors introduced me to, personal growth and to Eric Thomas back in 2015 when I was building my network marketing business. And one thing all the leaders in the organization talked about is personal growth, personal growth. I listen. I'm a person, if I ask you for advice and you have the results and you tell me this is what you do, then I do it. So every single day I started working on personal growth. My journey started in 2015 and I started reading and I started journaling and I started writing, and that included watching a bunch of Eric Thomas videos. Wrote in my journal, wrote on my vision board, wrote on my goals. I want to see Eric Thomas live one day. That's where it started. So years go on and I'm like, okay, so every time Eric Thomas is somewhere, he's like somewhere where I can't get to. Came to the Philadelphia area one time. I was in Vegas, literally that same time, doing a national convention for network marketing. I was in Organo, a leader in Organo, still do Organo, still love Organo. But I was in Vegas, so I was so super bummed. I was like, what are the odds that the thing I put on my vision board was I wanted to see Eric Thomas live, then he's in the Philadelphia area and I'm in Vegas. I was bummed, but I had a responsibility. I always try to honor my word. So I went to Vegas with my team. I missed the opportunity. Fast forward, August 2019. Did you hear what I said? Started watching videos, started manifesting it, started talking it and speaking about it in 2015. 2019. Philadelphia verified. Eric Thomas is coming to August 2019 to Philadelphia. So I'm like, yes, like, okay, I can come see him finally. The dates meet up, the times meet up. So the event I wanted to go to was 2 days, a 2-day event. There was different packages, and the 2-day event was like about $1,500. Listen, when you get in front of that event was priceless. Like that event, they could have charged $20,000. So $1,500 was like nothing. But at the time, remember, I know I was growing my business, and people don't realize this. I'll do another video on this, that everybody looks at all the money coming in, but you don't look at the money going out. So when you're building your business, there's marketing and there's software and there's licenses and contracts and teams and all this stuff that you're paying, I had the lease for my office. There was a lot of things going on, and I am still a single mother of 3. I was still building my business, and it just was a lot going on. So I was like, do I want to spend that right now? I had a situation with a loved one that had really just financially depleted me, and it was great that he was here, but the timing was kind of off. So I was like, all right, I'm going to make this happen. It's worth it. I'm going to make this happen. Talking about $1,500 here, you guys. Okay. And so I'm super, I'm the budget person too. So I'm always like, how should I spend my money? But this event is worth $20,000. So I'm like, we're going to make it happen. Started getting the emails, and some of the emails say, would you like to be a sponsor? Would you like to be a sponsor? Eric Thomas verified. So I'm like, they don't want somebody like me. They want Nike, or they want, vitamin water, or they want these great big brands, Coke or Wawa or Acme. I'm like, they don't want a small business owner. So I talked myself out of it, guys. I want you to listen. I talked myself out of it. So getting the emails to be a sponsor. I want to go to this event very much. I want to take my team to this event. So that's where the investment came in. I was like, I don't want to go by myself. I will not go by myself to this event. As a business owner, as somebody who believes in people, you bring people to that event. And if they do not have the money for it, you pay for it. So I'm thinking, how many people can I bring at $1,500 a person to this event with me? And so I talked myself out of being a sponsor. So I said, Terry, they don't want you. You don't have, you don't have enough Facebook followers. You don't have enough Instagram followers, and you're not on enough commercials. And I talked myself out of it, guys. I want you to listen. But it kept on, that email kept coming up. I kept on seeing it. I kept on watching it. And I said eventually, and probably a good 10 times, I clicked on sponsorship and then I clicked out of it. I'm being serious. And then you know what? I said to myself, just do it. What's the worst that can happen? I tell you, that question right there has pushed me into so many blessings where I'll ask myself, what is the worst that can happen? The worst thing that can happen is that you fill an application to be a sponsor for Eric Thomas Verified event and they say no. So I sit down, and when I tell you, look, I'm trying not to cry. I poured into this application. I wrote this application to be a sponsor. They probably thought I was crazy. I wrote a whole journal. I listed why, I had my business, who I was, why this was important to me, other events. Like, I poured my heart out into this application to be a sponsor. And mind you, I want you to listen to what I said. I did not go to this event with my hand out asking for anything. I went to the event trying to sponsor and pour more money into it when my issue in the very beginning was if I would have enough money to cover myself and my team to go. Did you hear me? So I didn't know what a sponsor entailed. I didn't know what I would have to do, what the responsibilities would be. I didn't know what the investment would be. But I just said, let me see, like, what's the worst that can happen? Had no idea what they would say or how much it would even be or what it involved, had no idea. So fill out the application. I don't hear anything back. So I'm praying on it. I'm like, oh my God, I want this so bad. I want this so bad. I want this so bad. So eventually I get an email and I've been approved. Look, I wish I knew how to edit. It'd be like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm a sponsor for Eric Thomas Verified. Philadelphia, August 2019. Go back on my Instagram. You can see the pictures. So, and Q Deezy was there. Oh, so I know him from back in the day. Well, not I know him, but everybody from Philadelphia knows him as Q Deezy. So Quincy Harris, you know what I mean? But, everybody was there. I mean, everybody was there. And so it was amazing. So when it came back, they gave me an opportunity to be a sponsor. They told me what it entailed, and I said, I'll do it. One thing about entrepreneurs, they say that you're the people that jump out of the plane and build the parachute on the way down. That is so true, because I had no idea how I was going to do it. I had no idea how I was going to cover it. All I knew is that step number 1 was putting in the application. Done. Step number 2, I got approved. Yes. Step number 3, oh my God, now what? I have to fulfill my obligations, and I would have to take other people. Well, me personally, I wanted to take other people with me. So now I had to brainstorm. All right, so I'm a sponsor now. I have a responsibility. How can I make this work? This is where the Trinity Tour comes in. So shout out to, Dave Hudson from Super Realty Group and Rashawn Howard from Sean LLC. Those are 2 business partners that I actually do events in the local area with. And then we've done speaking events. So I reach out to 2 people in my network that know me, that we've done events together. And I said, hey, do you guys want to be involved in this event with me? And if so, this is what we should do to partner to make it happen. Right away, yes and yes. What do we need to do? I said, yes. So now this is helping me overcome the obligations I have as a sponsor. So I didn't say, oh my God, how am I going to do it? How am I going to, invest this money? What I said is, now I got approved. Now I have to find a solution. Now I have to make a way, because I wanted to take a team. Guys, there ended up being 6 of us there. 6. So I didn't go to this event by myself. 6 of us from our team ended up being there at this Eric Thomas Verified event, and we were there for the 2-day sessions, okay? And now, mind you, between like marketing and t-shirts and new signs and all that kind of stuff, it was an investment. It was the best money I literally ever spent in my life, I promise you. And so at the event, so let me get into how Tiffany, changed everything for me. So at the event, there's people wearing t-shirts, right? And so you don't know who's part of Eric Thomas's team, who were free volunteers. You don't know who's just actually there at the event and they have the same t-shirt. You don't know who is who. This is important, guys, because I want you to know that you just have to be you. Like, just be you. You don't ever know who's watching you, who's paying attention. You be nice, you be kind, you be yourself. And so if you haven't figured out, I'm loud, I'm excited all the time, I'm high energy. If you've done the disc, and we did this there verified, as usual, well, what I found is I'm a high eyes as an influencer. Right behind it, D, that helps me with business and getting things going. And so when I tell you, listen, everybody at Philadelphia Verified, we were loud, we were obnoxious, like my team is like that too. We had so much, we were grateful to be there. So during that event, I had a chance to be on stage, and, Tiffany was somebody who was like, a contact person for me, and I got to meet her there and so forth. And so we did the event. The event is over, and I'm like, okay, I expected things to manifest a certain way. And I'm gonna be honest, everything unfolded a different way. And so I'm like, well, this was the best opportunity I ever had. It was amazing. I was at Eric Thomas Verified event. That was August 2019. Fast forward. Make real estate real. Jemal King, 9 to 5 millionaire, the whole Chicago team. So what happened is that I did not know on the back end that they were recording and doing everything for the online events. They had already done some live events. And so I get, somebody outreaches to me from the team, and they were looking for a credit person. A credit person. So I want you guys to understand this. There are other companies larger than mine. There are other companies that have more marketing power than mine. There are other companies that have more Facebook followers and Instagram followers. There are other companies that have been in business longer. Guys, I did a soft launch of my business in 2016. I started my business and got incorporated in 2017. Did you hear me? 2017, I got incorporated. Soft launch 2016. 2019, I'm getting a call from multi-millionaires that go around the world helping from and then being connected to the team of the #1 motivational speaker in the world. Did you hear me? Now, I want you to understand something. Even though I'm not the biggest, I will say that my experience is unprecedented. There's only a couple, I'll break it down real quick. #1, there's only a small, probably less than 1% of people in this credit space that have worked for a national bureau. I'm one of them. #2, board certified and credit score certified through a national association. There's a small percentage of people in this space who are board certified, credit score certified, but also that keep their certifications and stay in good standing with their certifications. I'm one of them. And #3, results. There's so many companies that work on files and do different things, but my business models work with you until you have a tangible result. And so I'm known for real estate, for getting people houses and help them become investors, because I don't just work on your credit file, I work with you to a specific goal. So not the biggest, not, the loudest, not the most marketing power, not even in business the longest, but just the experience, and I had been connected to them. What did I say? The very first event, I didn't go there asking for anything. I went there saying, how can I help this event? How can I pour in? How can I be a sponsor? And we sponsored the event. So you fast forward to Make Real Estate Real, and they were looking for a credit person. They did their research. The team did their research, and somebody, oh God, I don't want to cry. Somebody remembered my name. I'm so sorry. Somebody remembered my name from Verified, and that was Tiffany. So one person spoke up and remembered my name. And so that led to the team, kind of taking a look at me and seeing if I wanted to partner with Make Real Estate Real. And I'm so sorry. And I did. Obviously, I did. And there was an opportunity. Guys, I want you also to have long-term vision. And the reason why I say that is because when they were reaching out to me, there was an opportunity to be compensated for my services, right? So I'm a speaker, I have a service, I do courses. There was an opportunity to be, let me get it together, Terry. I told you guys I'm emotional. So there was an opportunity to I should have probably wore more waterproof mascara. This is horrible. What a mess. And I want to post this video too, because this is real. But there was an opportunity to be compensated for my services, right? Because I'm a business owner, or to partner with the brand. And I didn't think about, well, let me just get this and let me just say this and let me just know. I said, you know what? Partnering with the brand is priceless. And not even from just the growth and exposure, but even from just learning from the team. Like, guys, one thing about Jemal's team is that we're all subject matter experts in different areas. So what that means is that people can come to me for credit questions. I may go to April for a real estate question. I may go to Zeno for a legal question. I may go to Daryl for an accounting question. I may go to Mike and them for like wholesaling questions. Like, you'd be surprised. Like, we all can learn too. And so even just being connected to people who are movers and shakers and positive and doing things for the right reason, that's a priceless investment. One person remembered my name and they said, there's a girl in Philly, remember, she does credit, and that caused them to take a look at me. So Jemal flew out. Literally, we had one day. So I'm gonna wrap this up. So we had one day to shoot my portion. Everybody else had shot their portion, but Jemal said, no, like, I need to make sure that this is right. You know, I need to meet her. I need to see her. I need to talk to her. Like, I need to make sure this is right. They'd already done their research. And somebody believed in me. Tiffany believed in me. And when I found out that, that they were taking a look at me, part of me was like, I got to knock this out the ballpark for Tiffany. When you endorse somebody, you believe in somebody, you don't want them to look bad. You know what I mean? So I was like, I got to knock this out the ballpark just so Tiffany doesn't look bad. So the next time when she recommends somebody, they don't look at her like she's crazy. And so what happened is so when Jemal came, so first of all, I did not know if it was going to be 3 people, 5 people, 10 people. I was prepared. We were in the hotel room doing in the conference room, doing the show, doing the taping, the camera guys, Jemal and me, right? And so we had one day, we had hours. We only had like less than 5 hours to get everything done. When he walked into that room, when that team walked into the room, let me tell you something. I had folders, I had an outline, I had my bio, I had pens, I had notepads, I had printed out topics I thought would be relevant. I had printed out PowerPoint slides. I didn't know what they wanted, but I came prepared. Literally, Jemal would give me a topic and then we'd go 1, 2, 3, go, and I would start talking. Give me a topic, 1, 2, 3, go, and I would start talking. Guys, I knew my craft. There was nothing that he could ask me about credit, about personal business credit, about investing that I did not know the answer to. I was prepared. And so that's where it came together. And I started, talking about my testimony and talking about my story and why this is important. And so now, I have, going to Washington. We're supposed to be in Chicago this weekend, but we couldn't because of coronavirus. So we will be back on the road soon. But it has been a blessing to me and also to other people, because I talk to so many Make Real Estate Real people literally every single day, literally. And I'm helping them with their credit and helping them with their goals and helping them with strategy. And a lot of them have said that this has been very helpful for them, even long term. And it all started with one person remembering my name from the August 2019 Verified Philadelphia event. And that was Tiffany Hayes. And so the power of one, guys. I made an impression on one person. One person remembered my name. And it manifested into so much more. It has been a blessing that I cannot express in words. And so what I want you to know is that there are going to be people along the journey. Always be kind, always be humble, always have a spirit of service, always stay true to your brand, to your purpose, to your mission. Be authentically you, be you. And you never know how one event, one person, one, kind of opportunity can change your life, your vision, your business, and also bless other people. And so thank you, Tiffany, for believing in me, for the opportunity, for connecting me, to the Make Real Estate Real team. Thank you, Jemal and April and just everybody from Make Real Estate Real for the opportunity to work with you all. And thank you to all the people in the online course, in the group, that on the live events. It has been a pleasure and a blessing to work with you all. I'm so super excited to celebrate so much of your success and to continue working with you guys. And for my entrepreneurs out there, just get started. For people who have dreams and goals, it's not just entrepreneurship. It's even just if you have a goal for your life, for your finances, for marriage, for faith, for a nonprofit, whatever it is, just get started. You will figure out the rest. You don't know how to adjust until you just get started and realize that God will send you. There will be people throughout the way that will help you elevate. Your network is your net worth. You're the average of the 5 people you hang around the most. Tiffany, you are a superstar. You are powerful. And today's video was dedicated to you for the power of one. I thank you. Have a great day.